Hello everyone and welcome back to Heckna, a D&D 5th edition campaign. Last we left the party, they had accepted several side quests. They had to go back to Locke to hand in an already completed quest. They accepted a side quest from Candy, the owner of Candy's Candy Emporium, to head beyond the gates of the Revelia and to Gertrude's grove to give her some candy in return for some ingredients. And also we're told to find Sean Smith if they wanted to learn the language of the Revelia. As the party, after accepting these quests, were heading towards Locke's Lost and Found again, they were attacked by some children of the Candy Corn who tried stealing Fiammetta's magical water container, decanter of water. They would have succeeded if they did not get beat up and then ran away. The party saw the three children of the Candy Corn run into Locke's Lost and Found from a back door and were preparing to confront Locke, which is where we left off. I should also mention, Matthew, you are currently holding the candy for Gertrude. The quest item was passed off to you.
Cool. Make the player NPC be the patsy. I respect it.
Yep. And our party is leveled up to level 3. And that is where we currently are. You guys are getting ready to confront Locke at the Lost and Found, I believe, is the plan.
What'd you say I was holding?
You're holding the candy for Gertrude.
Candy for Gertrude. Cool.
Kreg would have 100% ate it if he would have kept a hold of it. So
That's
I figured we'd give it to the most responsible one out of the bunch.
This is true. I don't do sweets. You do know this. Very picky about my snackage. Whereabouts is the Lost and Found in this map?
I think I had the Lost and Found. You guys entered the Revelia. You made your way to the hostel, and then I think I said the Lost and Found was about like this region. So you guys have kind of the journey from start to finish have been like this to there, then up here. Then you guys came down here and were in this area for a while collecting quests, and are coming back here.
Yep.
For no reason at all. How long have we been in here?
It's hard to tell, as it is perpetually night in the Revelia. I don't think you guys have taken a long rest yet.
So we're still same day.
Yeah.
Cool.
As far as you can tell, it's still... You've been getting a lot of stuff done within a pretty short time span.
Okay. Cool.
So, what do you guys do? You guys have seen the children of the Candy Corn run into Locks after trying to steal from you, and are standing a ways away from the Lost and Found. I know we left off with Fiammetta being ready to confront Locke.
I'm coming back into it, so I would follow Fiammetta. I will follow Fiammetta's lead.
The important question is, are we using the back door? Are we just running in where we saw Was it the candy corn ran in?
You guys would have seen the children of the candy corn run around the back of his like stall and then go inside of a door. Yes. And you guys are in front of the stall right now, like so you can see Locke set up in the front, in the little window of the open window of the stall.
Yeah, although it's not,
as far as we know.
What was that?
Are we cool with Locke as far as we know?
You are, yes. He was one of the first faces you met. One of the first. It's where the clown hunter Conrad pointed you to.
Gotcha.
And he gave your group a quest. Locke gave your group a quest to head to Conrad for 25 red tickets, which you have succeeded. And we're going back to Locke's to turn in the quest and get your coin or get your red tickets. And that's when the children of the candy corn tried stealing from you, and then you saw them run back to Locke.
Gotcha.
although it's not smart, Fiammetta is heading directly towards that back door. She is not happy with trying to be thieved.
You want to roll me a stealth, Fiammetta?
I'm trying to think of would she. Is there anyone within view that would try to stop her?
Not when you're invisible, which I can cast on you. And if Fiammetta is like starting to head that way, I would touch you on the shoulder as you walk away real quick, and you vanish.
She's very caught off guard, but she gives a thumbs up, which no one can see, says, thanks! And I guess we'll turn sneaky at that point.
Okay. I won't have you roll stealth then, as all of you guys are standing there and see Mathew touch Fiammetta as she turns invisible. Fiammetta, you are, I'll say with your speed, you are able to fly to the door. It is still like barely cracked open, and you are able to fly inside and see Locke's Lost and Found proper, which is a very, as previously described, very messy stall of various items. I think it's actually meant to be described as more like a wagon. Like it's a multi-roomed wagon that is just filled with items. And while the others, you guys do see Locke at the front. He's not exactly at the window itself of the stall. As to Fiammetta, you can see him like sitting on like a little stool with the three children of the candy corn, like at his feet, as he's kind of talking to them. I don't know if I'd say you're close enough to hear what they're talking about, but you're definitely inside the stall or the wagon. What would you like to do?
So, am I like behind them at this point, or am I in a different room?
So it's kind of like one big fly in. There's a back room. You're currently in the back room, and you can hear a conversation happening in like the front area of the wagon, but you can't make out what's being said.
Do I see anything interesting in this room?
Give me a perception if you're doing a quick look around, investigation if you're actually taking your time.
Yeah, she's not in a hurry. $24.
24. It's a very small room. It is still cluttered with stuff. You notice that there are various ticket books on the wall. There is a little bed that you can assume is locks. There's a little chest at the base of the bed, and there are also other miscellaneous items hung up on the wall, as if this is his, like, you let me go get it from the back type of room, as well as his little sleeping room and his money room, if you will.
Does any of the behind the counter stock look more interesting than what he has up front?
Let's see here. Roll me. Roll me 4d100.
Numbers.
Numbers, lot of numbers. Okay. You make out 2 different jugs of some kind. One is a bright blue colored jug. Another is a bright orange colored jug. Let's see here. As well as
a blue and a what colored?
A blue and orange colored jug. Unfortunately, the 43 was too low to get anything, but the 87, 51, and 85 are good enough. So a blue, the 87 and 85 got you a blue and an orange colored jug. And the 51 gets you, on one of the shelves, you notice a potion bottle that it is reddish in color and swirls almost as if the liquid is made of living fire.
Was that 2 different jugs, blue and orange?
2 different jugs, yes. And a potion that looks like it is living fire.
Okay. Well, she's not in the business of thieving anything right now, so she will take note of everything and try to peer in on the conversation.
All right. Give me a... What would that be? Perception?
That's persuasion. Well, wrong. There we go.
Okay. I think as this is happening to the outside party, as you guys are kind of waiting, wondering what's happening, you do see Locke kind of pull down the cover of the wagon, and like as he pulls it down, it says it has a temporarily closed sign on front of it. If there's anything you guys would like to do at that acknowledgement.
I would like to look around for a spot that I can wait for whoever he's talking to leave.
Okay. You can find a spot, no problem, but give me an investigation just to see, like, the best spot.
Investigation.
And what do the others want to do? Are you guys going to follow Matthew, or are you going to do your own thing? So that's for Vivien, Kreg, and Callimar, if there's anything you guys would like to do.
I'm just gonna follow Matthew while we wait.
Yeah, Craig's just gonna hang out and see how this all goes down.
If you want to help me find a spot, I'm not confident I've found a good one.
Callimar, if you want to roll investigation. Okay. So Callimar and Mathew, the two of you, are able to find a nice spot behind the wagon, kind of secluded behind one of the other circus tents, so that you're not too obscure, but still have a direct view to the back door, which is still kind of partially open. I imagine, what was it, Vivien and Kreg, you guys are just waiting outside the front of the wagon, watching everything? Or were you wanting to head with Mathew and Callimar?
Vivien would probably follow Mathew.
Kreg?
Oh yeah, I'll go with the rest of the party.
Okay. So you all find this spot behind this circus tent to watch the door. From inside the wagon, you can hear Locke asking the three children of the candy corn. As you kind of peer around the door, you can see Locke on the stool with the three children of the candy corn, basically sitting down at his feet, listening to like grandkids listening to a grandparent's story almost. And you can listen in Fiammetta as he's basically asking them, who did this to you? Like, who beat you up? And they're all kind of like, it's like aberrations trying to speak common. Like, they're speaking common, but it's very grotesque. Because it also sounds very childlike. They basically go, they make colorful depictions of your party and going like, the bad people did it, while describing you all. They go, we were just trying to listen to what you told us to do. And you catch Locke putting one of his feathered hands to his face in a face palm and going, "Oh, I should have told you. They're friends. You're not to steal from them." No wonder you got your butts beaten. What would you like to do, Fiammetta?
Hearing that Locke is not an evil man who tried to put a hit out on us, she'll calm down a little bit. Does it look like there's more to the conversation going to happen, or is this just kind of like him comforting them now at this point?
As you watch it a little bit longer, there is a moment of him comforting them, but it is also very much like a, you guys screwed up, now get back to work, as he comforts them and then gets ready to send them back out.
Does he at any point imply to which a certain demographic is supposed to be robbed, or is it just this is presumably where he gets his eclectic wares?
Give me an insight. I'll say 13's good enough because it's not something that he's trying to hide, as he feels comfortable in his space. It's very obvious that from the way he's talking to the children of the candy corn that he basically, it's basically like a go take from anyone. Any item that someone might not miss, grab it off them.
Got it. Okay.
And you do catch a very specific, like, if they look like an adventuring party, don't steal from them.
She'll feel very satisfied with that and try to sneak back out the back.
All right, you are very easily able to go back out the back door, as the others may not see it, but as you leave the door, as you leave Fiammetta, it's almost the same time the children of the candy corn leave and the rest of the group hiding behind the tent. You see 3 of these, children of the candy corn. I will share their image on screen right now, especially for Mathew. You can see what they look like.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yep, those are
You let them live?
Those are the children of the candy corn. And you can see 3 of them, very giddily and kind of happy, but also like rubbing their wounds a little bit. Go running and jumping out the door and look to be heading back into the Revelia. And unless the rest of your group want to stealth, Fiammetta, you would see your group watching the situation from behind a nearby circus tent.
She will join up the line of heads peering out of the tent and just pop her head in line and then reveal from invisibility. What'd you guys find?
Probably the same thing you found. What'd you hear? Is he cool or what?
Oh yeah, they're big stealing from everyone. Yeah, kind of just happenstance, I guess. I still think that we should get a compensation for my trauma.
Well, he didn't. You told him to leave us alone, right?
Well, yeah, from now on.
Oh, okay.
They're scared of us. They big ran. They did not want to be near us.
Good. Well, yeah, let's go in there and see if we can finagle some stuff out of him.
Is his temporarily closed sign undone yet?
If you were to go right back around, you would see he is back at the front, and the window of the wagon is now back open.
Last session, we killed one of the children of the candy corn, correct? Because there was like 3 of them and there's only 2?
No, all 3 lived.
Oh, all 3 lived. Okay. I was about to say, we killed one of them. Now we're about to go strong arm this guy for some stuff off of him. Like, oh god.
All 3 of them lived. They were just very hurt.
Okay, that's fine. This is acceptable then. Let's go strong arm him.
Which one of you? I think were all the quest items handed to Mathew. I think Mathew, you might also have the quest item to return back to Locke for the tickets.
Am I the pack mule?
I think you did become the pack mule.
Okay. What thing do I hold?
You are holding a letter that simply says "test" on it. And, you handed it to Conrad, who opened it, said, "Good job. Return this to Locke." This was the first quest that Locke gave you, you guys all took it to be Locke was testing us to see how trustworthy your group were, and you succeeded, and now have to return it back for the reward.
Ooh.
It's
Okay,
easy to hand
yep.
stuff to the guy that's not there.
Yeah,
to say
I'll just walk up and like, hey, we did it. We did it. Tell your rats to leave us alone.
He kind of like puts his hand on his head again. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. They should know better now. And he kind of goes, well, if you did it, do you have the thing? And he holds his feathered hand out.
Yeah, give him the thing.
He takes the parcel, the piece of paper, and says, good job, all of you. And he will reach into like a little container, and he pulls out a ticket book to hand to you and says, as promised, 25 red tickets.
Is that per for all of it? Like
It is one bundle of 25. So 25 for the group, not 25 individually.
Yeah. 5.
That's
I'm
like
sure I have
5
more than
chocolate
5.
covered doodads.
5 tickets per. I distribute the tickets between everyone present.
5 red tickets to everyone.
Locke, I think more payment is still being owed. Your babies really tried to hurt my feelings.
They did hurt my feelings.
And my body.
It's not easy, but they didn't. I imagine I took at least a hit point of damage.
Didn't they shove candy down somebody's throat?
That was
Quite
Kreg.
violently, yes.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Give me a persuasion with advantage, Fiammetta.
Not
Yeah,
20!
I don't even think you need the advantage. He kind of like he. It's hard to tell the emotions on his face because he is a crow man. He is very much a Kenku. But if a bird could show like embarrassment, you know, there'd be kind of a look on his face like that, and he says, "Well, again, I apologize for the misunderstanding. Do you want more tickets? Do you want an item? What can I give you to make up for all of this?"
Are we?
I love fiery things, and a little birdie told me you may have something fiery in your back stock.
Yeah. I might just. Hold on one moment. And he'll get up and go to the back room, letting you guys converse for a little bit, if you so wish.
While he's back there, what are we working on next? Do we have a target? Or what was the other quest we need to start thinking about?
You have
Granny needed something, right?
Yes, you have a bag of candy that you were to deliver
For
beyond the
Gertrude, yep.
Revelia to Gertrude, the ghost, the grandma ghost from the hostel, in return for a bag of ingredients that she's been collecting for Candy, the owner of Candy's Candy Emporium. And you have to head to her grove, which is beyond the gates of the Revelia, and simply just hand off the candy, take the new item, and then go back to the food court to deliver. And I believe that reward was also a good chunk of red tickets. I think it was 20 red tickets each and 1 free item from her candy stock. Let me double check here.
Eesh.
10 red tickets each and 1 free item of the party member's choice from her menu.
Let's work on
Alright.
that one. We like the candy.
Yeah.
What were they called? The oopsies?
Mm-hmm. Which is very funny. Matthew, you would notice that every now and then you notice Vivien is holding a little glass orb with a one-eyed goldfish inside of it.
Where'd you get that?
Got it from the candy shop. Kreg gave it to me.
That's so cool. I want one.
It was inside my chocolate.
Inside your Okay, yeah. Are we waiting for this guy, or do a couple of us just want to go and like pass this bag off real quick, and we can meet up at the candy shop?
As you ask that, it's not long until he's back out, and you see him bring out this potion bottle with a reddish orange liquid, and hands it or places it on the counter of his wagon, and says, well, I hope this can make up anything. You have good taste. Enjoy your potion of fire breathing.
She's trying to make it look like she's never seen this before. She is very excited, though.
Well, excellent. Let's get back to it.
Thank you, Locke. We're still best friends.
It's good to hear. And you guys can set off for Gertrude's.
Mhm.
As you set off to Gertrude's, I need to look something up real quick. One moment.
Odd.
Okay. This tells me nothing. Okay, as you guys get to the gate and begin heading towards Gertrude's grove, I have to put you all on a map. And your tokens might be weird. Maybe they won't. We'll see. Who is leading the group? Mathew, I would assume?
Yeah, I got the thing, so I guess I'm leading.
Okay. You might have to fix your HP bar when we swap screens, Mathew. Because we're going to be on a lovely map. A lovely
10
thing
HP in a dream.
called a battle map.
Bring it on.
And Callimar, you're going to have to fix your HP too, because I think I screwed that up as well.
Well, if we're battling, I'm getting beer back.
Yep. Because as you guys head outside the Revelia and out of the gates, walking out of the woods to confront you are three humanoid-looking figures, three humans with bulbous, bright red noses, pale gray-looking skin, and tattered clothing. And we are gonna roll initiative.
They can't be friends?
Nope.
Oh, that was bad.
If you need to fix your HP, fix your HP. Fiammetta, Vivien, Kreg. Then we need a Mathew.
God, why'd they all roll so high?
They did roll very high. They have a 0 to their bonus, by the way.
That's wild. We all got bad rolls, and then there's fucking 19, 20, and 17.
And a nat 22. Once we have a Matthews,
Hey, come back. What do
we
we...
need your initiative as a bunch of gray-skinned, tattered clothed, and bright bulbous red-nosed humans jump out of the woods to attack you as you leave the carnival.
17. You're gonna have to add it for me.
Yep, I
I'm
gotcha.
running paper because all the screen hopping was giving me a headache.
You're
last
all
episode.
good. So the first thrall up in front is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll a D4. We're gonna go right from left. So Callimar's 1, Kreg's 2, etc. Kreg.
Fuck. Fuck.
It's gonna point to you, and in your head you hear the worst of the worst dad jokes as it targets you with a bad joke. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
You're gonna take
Hits, but
4 psychic damage.
joke hits, but not as bad as my dad.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
this thrall is actually gonna run up to you, Callimar, and try and shoulder check you. For a 22.
Ouch.
And you're gonna take 4 bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Mathew, or not Mathew anymore. Because your token went back to the old one, because it never changed.
Why does
for
it
some
keep
reason.
changing its name?
I don't know. I think it's because I might have you connected to the original token on the home screen and just never changed it. I can fix that after the session.
Here we go.
That'll be your brother if Mathew dies.
Yeah. What are these things?
So they are
What do they look
humans. They're humans. They have gray skin, like pale gray skin, tattered clothing, and their noses, where a normal nose would be, are these giant, like bulbous red flesh sacs.
That's awful. Okay.
Sounds like zombie clowns.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that this little guy is going to immediately lunge for either Vivien or myself, so I'm a square up on it.
All
I'm
right.
going to attempt to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay. Reach out, try to grab him.
Which is that plus 6. So, dirty 20.
That will do it.
17 damage. Necrotic type.
You grab him and send the necrotic energy coursing through his body, and he crumples up under the... You can see his flesh begin to eat away at itself from the necrotic force. And as he dies, and as he crumples to the ground, you notice that the bright red flesh sac on his nose rips itself free and growls at you.
Bitch. Okay. I don't believe I have any meaningful bonus actions to do, so that's my turn.
As a schnozzling has joined the fray.
Good God.
Isn't that one of those things we could have bought in the shop?
Yep. You could have bought a toy schnozzling. Or build your own schnozzling, I think it was. Fiammetta, you're up.
All right, I will line them up and scorch a line through the two of them. Right there-ish. And I will manifest Scorch.
Is this an attack or a saving throw on my end?
I believe it's a save. Yeah, dex save.
Dex save, okay. Dex from the first one up front, and then the second one. And so the one up front is going to take the full, the one behind is going to take half.
Perfect.
So first one gets scorched for 6, the other one gets scorched for 3. Alright. Is there a reason you're missing 4 health, Fiammetta? Did you not heal to full after the candy corn fight?
Was I supposed to fully heal?
No, I just didn't know if you healed up like everyone else did. Because I think everyone else took potions and magic. I just didn't know if you did as well. Because I was confused about that when I saw your token.
That's the correct amount. I got
Okay.
dropped to 1, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Vivien, you stand there. You saw Mathew square up to this undead clown basically coming for you, and then you notice its nose rip itself off and growl at Mathew. What would you like to do?
I think she's gonna cast. I forget how to pronounce this. How do I pull it up?
Shillelagh?
Yeah,
All right.
and then run up on the schnozzling.
All right. So roll a d20 plus your spellcast bonus. A 5 plus 4. That will not do it. As you swing down, the schnozzling, this red bulbous creature, this is for one person, and I think one person only. I don't know if the rest of you watch the show, but Ardent, you know how the eyeball uses its tentacles to fling itself out of the way?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
how it dodges.
You didn't even need to say anything.
Yeah, that's how it dodges. It has these little tendrils that come from the back of this bulb, essentially, and it, like, Spider-Man thwips itself out of the way of the oncoming Shillelagh attack. Anything else, Vivien? Any bonus actions, or is that your turn?
No, that's it.
Alright. Callimar.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna. This one, I'm just gonna stab.
Alrighty.
Can find wherever the hell my dagger is.
The case of the missing dagger.
There we go. The button was just not in the. Did it roll? No, it didn't roll. My laptop has chose violence.
Indeed, it sounds like it. Do you want to manually roll a d20? I mean, if you also have a d20 in person near you, you can roll that.
I don't have one near me. Yeah, I have no idea why it's not fucking working. Ugh. My technology hates me.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
technology will hate everyone, so you're not alone.
8 plus what?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. I haven't had to manually do any of this stuff in so long. So I'm like,
Yeah, I was saying jam on my character sheet like an hour ago.
Do you want me to look at your character sheet?
yeah, I'm like, what am I supposed to add to it?
Alright. Let me...
I haven't, yeah. I've been spoiled by D&D Beyond.
Which is now broken because, as you said, the internet hates you.
Yeah, I refreshed to see if maybe it'll work.
Let's see if I can pull it up here. Callimar.
It just doesn't have the button on it for me to roll it in Beyond 20. Like, that button's just missing off of the page.
Oh, that's weird.
It is. I even like unequipped it and re-equipped it out of my inventory, and fucking nothing.
Weird.
Same with my other dagger, because I have 2 daggers.
You have a +3, which rolling in 8, an 11 will hit.
Woo!
So roll 1d4 plus 1.
1d4. 3.
3 points of damage. You stab into him, and he lets out this like guttural yelp, you know, and growl, but he is still standing.
Okay.
Anything
That's
else?
his all.
All right,
Yep.
Kreg.
Craig's gonna run 5, 10, 15 here, and then swing at the one in front of him.
The one who told you a bad joke. Got it.
Yep.
That will hit. Kreg, have you ever rolled good damage yet, buddy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, poor Kreg. But that does hit, and you do indeed do 2 points of damage.
Woo!
Anything else?
No.
Alright. This thrall is going to try and slam into you for a 22
Yeah, that'll do.
for 7 bludgeoning damage. This schnozling is going to use its tendrils and try and latch itself onto your face, Matthew.
It may try.
It's gonna try and clown him for a 17.
Does that just have to beat my AC, or do I have to react to it?
It is just has to beat your AC.
That's dumb, because it does.
Okay. So it reaches out with its tendrils and throws itself onto your nose, and you can feel it begin to bite and dig into your nose.
Well, that was a very poor decision of it.
This guy is going to try and slam into Callimar again for a 13 to hit this time.
That does hit, unfortunately.
And that is 6 more bludgeoning damage.
Oops.
Matthew, I need a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
Ooh. I feel like I have something for that, but I'll do the throw. You said wisdom?
Yes.
Uh-oh. That is 3.
Um,
And I don't think I have anything for that.
no.
Probably check.
I also
Nope,
sent you a
sure
message.
do not. Ba-ba-ba. I'll get back to you on that. Let me look
Okay.
real quick.
Okay. For now, you're charmed. The
Okay.
creature has charmed you. While charmed in this way, you do everything in your power to protect it. You find all acts of comedy hilarious and will not willingly remove it.
Okay.
And I believe everything in its power to protect the schnozling is a when it gets back to you. I think this is a like if you get charmed, like that's your turn.
Yeah.
And then when it gets back to you, you have to spend your time protecting it. But until then, your allies can try and whack it off at you.
Okay.
Before, yeah. So I think that's how we're gonna run it. The schnozling's a bit weird. We can mark it in the video here now. whenever, if ever Schnozzling attaches itself to a party member, that will be that PC's turn. And then when it circles back to that PC, if anyone tries to whack the Schnozzling off of you, the attack rolls against the Schnozzling are instead going to be against that PC's armor class. So that's how we're going to
the snozzling.
Damaging the PC first. As part of the... But that's only until... So you have until Matthew's next turn to basically get free attacks on the Schnozzling. And the way we're going to rule that is, for the first round that it's charming someone, it has to actively charm the person. That person has to be actively being delved and charmed, that they are incapable of doing the protect action for the Schnozzling. So as you feel the tendrils begin eating away at you, Matthew, beginning to take over your mind, we go to Fiammetta.
Okay, I don't like that. I'm over here. I'm going to ignite. But first I'm going to roll my test to see if I can twin. Yes. So I will ignite, but also using my shared power.
Okay. What does this do?
So after I make a manifestation test that targets one, I can twin it, essentially.
Ooh, okay.
So both the two over here are targeted by ignite.
All right, and this is an attack roll or a...
They both make dex saves or catch on fire.
Dex saves or catch on fire. One in front, one in back.
It takes 5 fire and doesn't catch on fire, or wait, it only takes
half damage and doesn't catch on fire for the one in the front. The one in the back does.
Yeah. Yes. So 5 in the front, 10 in the back.
Both of them get dropped by the flames, by the fire and the flames. But I'm gonna do something for you. As the one in the back dies, and the bulbous, red nose rips itself free, because that one failed its save, the Schnozzling is also going to be on fire.
Whoop. Flaming nose.
The one in front, however, rips itself free and is not on fire.
Understandable.
And so Fiammetta and Callimar and Kreg, the three of you now see the bulbous red, what you once thought might have been noses, have ripped themselves free and are trying to growl and bite at Callimar and Kreg, respectively. Anything else, Fiammetta, at this new site?
They don't seem like they jump very high. Fiammetta is rising into the air a little.
Okay.
But she'll stay back there.
All right. And for the map, by the way, this is the entrance of the Revelia. It's poor, but this is what I did. This is what I had to work at. Vivien, you see this bulbous red nose trying to burrow itself into Matthew's face. What would you like to do?
Vivien's gonna scream, "Get off of him!" and start whacking at the whack to get the nose off.
All right, roll a d20 plus 4. You do not. You go to smack it. Actually, hold on a second. Let me see something here. I'm gonna do a test roll for you. I've changed a I've changed something in your sheet just to test something. If this works, I will give you the roll. Okay, so I changed your quarterstaff to add your spell proficiency, your spell bonus instead of your strength bonus. So that's a lot easier to do whenever you cast Shillelagh. So I'll let you have that 18 instead of the 7. Yeah, we'll see that damage there. 3. As you thwack. Okay, I have to ask because Vivien is very much like a child, right? How hard is your swing? Because it's on Matthew's face.
Also, the damage
take
should
it.
add her spellcasting. It's a little more than that.
Yes.
She'd probably
Take
be
it.
a little panicked at first, but she definitely would try to not hit him in the face. Like,
Okay.
no promises.
No promises. The way I'm gonna play that is you smack the schnozzling and it falls off of his face, and does die. But Matthew, you have this very you break out of this. You suddenly come back to. You see the bulb on the ground dead, and your nose hurts because something was chewing on it. But also your entire face hurts, and you look down and notice Vivien in a whacking pose.
They're like, thanks. I put my hand up for a high five.
Reach up and high five.
Quick jump high five. Anything else, Vivien?
Nope, that'd be it.
All right, Callimar. There's an angry nose in front of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the nose.
Okay, mock the nose. Wisdom saving throw. A 10. I have to ask, because it's funny every time, especially when it's weird monsters. How do you insult a nose to death?
That is a good question. Probably by telling it how ugly it is.
Fair play.
Bad.
Yeah, it's too fat.
Oh, you ain't got no nostrils!
That's great. Anything else, Callimar? Any movement?
I kind of move over here just because.
Alrighty.
That is all.
Kreg.
Gonna swing my trusty longsword that always does loads of damage.
That hits. Wow. You swing down and you cut this nose in half.
It actually did loads of damage!
And combat is over.
I think that's the most damage I've done in a single turn.
I think so, which is sad because this is our 6th session.
And I'm the fighter, too.
And you're the
right?
fighter.
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, Craig's out of place, you know? It's throwing him off.
Yep. Huh, that wasn't too bad. Is this outside?
You are outside the gates. Not outside the dome that is forcing you all in, but you do know that you're still able to go outside the gates.
Cool.
It also doesn't help that I'm a fighter with 18 intelligence.
Gotta be smart.
It's not wrong. I'll start looking around. Do we know exactly where this Gertrude is supposed to be, or do we kind of gotta look for her?
Candy would have given you directions. You know that it'd be kind of, a bit further into the woods.
Okay, yeah, I'll start heading that way. which I'm going to run this one's pockets.
Sure, give me an investigation.
Plus like 1. Nope, plus nothing, so 11.
An 11 is still enough because their tattered clothing doesn't really hide anything. You find a crumpled up little advertisement paper in its pockets for Felix's Elixirs, which is another shop within the food court all of you would have passed.
Well,
Did we hear rumors about red-nosed goblins? Or just the ones that we saw?
You would know this. Almost. There's a
Being
good
a
chunk.
hobgoblin with a red nose, I'm gonna shoot him a look.
Shoot Fiammetta a look. There have been a lot of people within the Revelia that have these bulbous noses, including one of the very first figures you met by the name of Pinky, the clown-faced unicyclist who gave you Mathew. She had one of these bulbous noses.
Unsettling. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very unsettling.
And everyone just seemed to like, that's the status quo too. It's fine.
Seems to be the case.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have noticed that some shops do sell, grow your own schnozzling.
Yeah.
I did want one until now.
And Mathew,
It's
you
not
do...
great.
I kinda still want one. What
It's
if
not
mine's
great.
friendly?
What, Mathew?
I don't think they can be. I don't think they can be friendly.
Because,
There's
yeah,
nothing friendly about that.
you feel your nose, and there's definitely small, bite marks in it. It was trying to eat your nose.
Yeah, nope. Yeah. I don't like that. We should probably investigate this place after we finish this up. Okay, but yeah. Start
Alright.
walking.
Alright. As you guys continue walking deeper into the forest, we're just going to stay on this map for, reasons. As you begin heading through the dark and cool forest, a chill permeates the air as you step further beyond the Carnival's perimeter. The only light source is the residual glow from the Revelia's lights, which barely illuminate a dirt path. Very reminiscent to the chase you all had when you first entered, the bear chasing you. Except you control the narrative this time. Following this path leads you to a clearing. Tall trees form a circle around a patch of undergrowth, and in the center of the clearing is a twisted, wide-trunked tree, unlike the conifers that mark the forest, and strings of fairy lights are wound into the twisted tree branches, as you have found your way to Gertrude's grove.
Is there like a little house? A little hut?
Yes, the large twisted tree appears to be a little hut.
Okay. Well, I'll walk up and kind of give everything a gaze. Do I see anything that might mean harm for me and my friends?
Give me an investigation.
A quit.
You do not openly see anything that might be harmful. Maybe even looking through the window of this tree, there would be a window. It is like a hut built into a tree. You do see Gertrude inside, in her ghostly form. You look around the tree. There doesn't seem to be any traps or anything. It is helpful that I do believe, if I'm remembering correctly, when you guys first met Gertrude, she did invite you to her grove, should you ever find your way out here. But, who's to trust a ghost? Especially who stole a man in a tiny house. But no, you do not see any outward traps or any visible dangers.
Okay. I'll go up and knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, let's see. As you knock on the door, I assume everyone has approached behind Mathew to the door.
Yes.
Okay. As you approach the door, you see not opening the door, but rather just gliding through the door is Gertrude Figgypuddin. I can't remember if I shared an image of her or not, but I certainly can after the session. This sweet old grandma-looking ghost. She wears this wizard's hat with this purple wizard's hat with beige stars on it, and she has this almost like a movie theater employee vest on with stripes, purple and pink stripes. And she floats through the door, and the first thing that she immediately says, like not even greeting you all, is is that candy I smell? Let old Gertrude have a little taste, hmm? And then
I gave her the stuff.
And then looks down at the party as you hand the stuff and says, "Ooh, it's good to see you all again. Thank you for the candy. I believe this is the delivery I've been waiting for. Wonderful. One moment." And she floats back into the house, and you hear from out, you hear from outside the muffled sound of, "You all can come in if you'd like."
I'll head in.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll go in.
Okay. You open the door and head inside. It is a very cozy, like little area. There's a small hearth. There's a nice rug. There is seating, despite her being a ghost. For the best description I can give, this is essentially a hag's hut, but not for a hag, and very nice looking. Like for like a regular adventure, this would be a hag's hut. But for Heckna, this is like a very nice, just looking treehouse that a ghost lives in. And as you guys enter, and you do see her begin eating and tasting some of the candy, she does look at the group again and says, "Oh, my apologies. I believe you're here for candy's ingredients, yes?"
Yes, I believe so.
All right. As you say that, she goes into a back room, comes back out with a bucket. The bucket, you notice, is filled with strange-looking flowers. Some that don't really look like regular flowers you'd find on the material plane. Very strange, like brightly colored flowers, like almost like Willy Wonka flowers, like chocolate flowers, but they look like actual flowers. You see also a few dead chewed-on mice in the bucket, and some other random just knickknacks within. As she hands the bucket to whoever wants to grab it. As she flies over and hands the bucket to, let's say, Kreg, and looks over Kreg and sees Callimar and Fiammetta. She looks all of you over and says, "Oh my, you dearies look like you've taken quite a hurting. I have a spare room if you'd like to stay a while." I don't mind. I quite like guests. I don't have many visitors, outside of the occasional delivery of the candy.
It is kind of nice here, and I could use a rest.
Insight check.
Sure.
Oh boy, a whopping -1. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, she's a kind old granny ghost. What's not to trust?
Yep, nothing at all.
Mhm.
She's trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
I'm afraid I don't have much beyond candy to eat, but I can get you something I can get you some if you'd like, and let me show you to the room. And she flies down a corridor of the massive tree. You do all note she is very much flying through the walls and doors, so when you get to the room, one of you have to open the door. And as you kind of open to this back room, she says, I do have to apologize. I don't get many guests, let alone one party of your size, so I don't have many sleeping arrangements, but I hope this will do. And you are... it's a decently sized room that could fit all of you, but there is very much only one bed.
Dibs.
I still have my bedroll. I'm fine.
I'll go get you all some candy, and feel free to feel in the room if you want. And she flies out, leaving your group alone in the room.
I just dropped my my bag and flop on the bed. Just right on my back.
How about everyone else?
Yeah, I make a spot for myself and dig in.
How about Kreg?
Out of my bag, I'm going to pull out that blanket I took out of that room from the hostel that we stayed in. This velvet blanket. I'm just gonna cover myself up in a corner with this velvet blanket.
Vivien?
She'll just make up her bedroll, but she'll just be laying there playing with the fish.
Of course. Callimar?
I just kind of set up my bedroll in like a corner of the room, make a little spot for myself.
A little sleepover.
Yeah.
All right. Throughout the perpetual night, if you will, eventually Gertrude does come back and offer you... It's not food. It is very much just candy, but she does come back with like little like candy bites and like cookies and like chocolate milk instead of actual like drinks and water.
You are a wonderful host.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind. If you need anything else, feel free to ask. I'll just be over here. And she kind of points to the little like living room area. Unless there's anything unless there's anything you guys would like to do, you do indeed get a long rest. Probably the first true feeling of quote unquote safety you've had in the Revelia.
Nice.
So get all your health back, get all your any abilities and spells expended. And everyone roll me a perception check. This isn't a bad perception check. I just want a perception check. Callimar and Fiammetta, the two of you are the first to awake, and you awake to the smell of... Normally, you would hope to wake up to the smell of breakfast. You know, nice, maybe pancakes, waffles, smoked meats. But no, then your senses overtake you, and you realize, we're not back home. We're not in a nice tavern. This is very much the potential nightmare we're in, as you are awoken to the smell of s'mores and chocolate wafting through the room.
I love the smell of campfires.
There is something pleasant about it, isn't there?
And eventually everyone else is able to wake up, and all of you do indeed smell that smell of like a campfire and s'mores. And if you head back into the living room, you do see that Gertrude has set up an individual s'more for each of you as a breakfast or a breakfast equivalent that she can make. And as she sees all of you, she points to it and says, I hope this will suffice. This is most of what I have for any sort of morning meal.
Certainly better than nothing, thank you. And he doesn't really eat a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just like puts it in and just like gnaws on it a little bit.
Is Vivien doing the classic child thing of the entire s'more isn't in your mouth, but rather on your face?
Yes, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this thing tastes like.
How about everyone else?
Fiammetta eats it.
I will devour this s'more and Matthew's that he just kind of like picked on if he doesn't want it.
Yeah, I see you kind of like eyeballing it and just like I push it like just straight over to you.
Mm-hmm. And Callimar, did you say you were eating it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a s'more. It's a really good s'more. Eventually, you guys are able to leave with the bucket of random ingredients, and Gertrude does see you off and tells you to tell Candy thank you for her. As you guys begin getting back to the Revelia, Vivien's face entirely covered in s'more, maybe even Kreg's for how fast he's been devouring them. You guys are able to make it back to the Revelia gates and back inside, and back to the food court, should you so wish.
I didn't want to say anything in front of Granny because she's really nice. Do you think Candy's gonna put the dead rats in her candy?
You know?
Nope.
This is why I don't eat
Really
candy.
hope
The flowers kind of make sense, but
Don't ruin a good thing by asking too many questions.
In general, it's just not
take
good for you.
Things as they come.
It's just not good for
we
you.
keep biting into the whoopsies, and we're getting lucky if we haven't got our dead rat yet.
what I
Don't,
was thinking.
don't try to ruin the whoopsies for me.
What was that, Callimar?
Yeah, I might get another goldfish.
And like I immediately thought of the whoopsies when we were handed like a bucket of random ingredients. I was like, oh, where they get stuff for the whoopsies.
Yeah.
Still gonna
Well-
eat one later.
Should we ask Candy or just move on?
Ignorance is bliss.
I agree. Let's go get our money.
Also, let's go get our tickets.
And our free whoopsie.
That sounds so silly. I can just imagine Kreg saying that, like doing a little jump in the air with his fist raised high.
Yeah. Big
you-
80s movie moment.
Yeah. You guys do return to Candy's Candy Emporium, which I will share the image later. I will spoiler post it as, hashtag clown warning. Candy looks like if you crossed Wendy from Wendy's and Ronald McDonald together. So just picture that in your head.
Well, since I don't like clowns, that sounds horrifying.
Yes. The image is horrifying, which is why I will spoiler post it when I share it.
Pretty arousing.
But eventually you do make it back to Candy's. Her shop is a large, actual store that looks like it is just directly made of candy canes. With the way it's striped in color and whatnot, you can see within its windows are various pieces of candy and displays. And you guys enter back into Candy's Candy Emporium, and you can see she's behind the counter, helping other guests.
Hey, Candy!
She sees
I call as
you.
we walk over.
She sees you in the group and says, "Oh, hello there, sugar. It's good to see you again. Did you get Gertrude her candies?"
Yeah, we got your stuff.
Oh, wonderful. Give it here, and I can give you your goodies.
I'm gonna pass it over.
Pass it over, and she, as you guys line up on the counter, she gives each of you 10 red tickets and points to the various shelves and cabinets and chocolate fountains and says, "One free item, as agreed upon, of any of my stock. Now go wild."
Immediately grabs a whoopsie. No hesitation.
Naturally.
Hey, Vivien, which one's your favorite?
I forgot what there was.
Whatever it is, I grab it. And toss him mine.
I have a feeling it might have been the whoopsies.
It's probably the whoopsie.
Maybe. We'll
Crab
say it
favorite.
Is everyone just grabbing a whoopsie?
Yeah.
Gambling.
All right.
You can't give us gambling and expect all of us not to gamble.
Are you all eating your whoopsies immediately?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Vivien gets two.
Fiammetta takes a careful bite now that she thinks there might be a dead rat in hers.
All right. All right. We're gonna go into order. I'm gonna go in order of actually character name at the bottom. So Ardent, I want you to roll the first. I want you to roll for the one that you gave Vivien.
Okay.
So roll me a D100, please. $13. Let's see here. So, Vivien, the first whoopsie that you bite into. Again, these are essentially chocolate covered candies. They're like Kinder eggs, Kinder surprises. You bite into the first one, and you're able to eat the chocolate off of the object inside. And you're watching this, Mathew. Vivien pulls out a chocolate covered what appears to be a spyglass that was within the chocolate.
Oh, that seems safe. That could be worse.
So Vivien, you have this spyglass in your hand. Do you do anything with it? Do you look through it?
Yeah, I should probably look through it. Curious.
As you put the spyglass to your eye and extend it and look through it, this spyglass, as you peer through it and maybe look outside with it, the image you're seeing through the spyglass has turned the world into a perpetual and terrible storm. But then as you pull the spyglass down, everything's normal. You put the spyglass back to your eye, everything looks like it's in the middle of this horrible typhoon, hurricane wind storm. And then you pull it back down, world's normal. Put it back to your eye, storm.
Should probably do that about 10 more times, kind of confused.
And so with the others eating the whoopsies, Matthew, you notice Vivien is putting the spyglass up, putting it down, putting it up, putting it down, putting it up, putting it down. Fiammetta, D100.
$81.
81. Okay. Let's see here. So as Vivien is busy with the eyeglass, Fiammetta, you eat around the chocolate, and within the chocolate is a little leather pouch that is tied up.
Interesting. She'll open it.
As you open it, you see a bunch of different seeds inside, like plant seeds inside. However, the smell of the seeds immediately hit you. They smell of the Feywild. They smell like home.
She immediately looks very, very, very calm and at ease. Just holds on to it. He's happy.
Vivien, eventually you put down the spyglass and begin eating your other whoopsie. Do you want to roll me a D100?
Yeah.
24. Let's see. As you finish the chocolate, inside of it is a little whistle. A little red whistle.
We'll give the whistle a little blow.
As you blow into the whistle, instead of the normal, whistle sound, the high-pitched whistling, the sound that comes out of the whistle is instead Matthew's name. The sound is just Mathew.
What?
He'll probably seem very confused, then have an evil little glare on her face.
Give me a perception check, Mathew.
Perception. This -1, 10.
Is the evil glare on Vivien's face, are you trying to hide it from Mathew, or are you being obvious about it?
No, the evil glare was for I'm gonna be really annoying with this whistle.
Okay, so Mathew, I think you hear the whistle.
That's very clever. Very clever.
Yeah, I think you hear the whistle, and then very much see Vivien's face twist into this little glare.
Starts blowing it again.
It is just constantly repeating your name, Mathew.
Wonderful. I'm so happy you found that.
Kreg, roll me a D100. 56.
Show me what you got.
I need to look up a word. I don't know what this word means. Oh my god. Now my internet's being a butt. Okay. You bite into the chocolate and are able to bite around the object. The object within the chocolate is an ink pen with a beautifully carved handle with black runic designs along the length of the pen. So you have a fancy little pen.
You should write something. Should write something on a piece of paper and see if it like scratches into your hand like Harry Potter.
Do you write anything? Do you take out a piece of paper?
Yeah, I'll take out a piece of paper and I'll write something on it.
As you write something on
Quite
it,
literally.
as you quite literally write something on it, no, nothing happens. It's just a very... Have you guys ever seen those like crystal pens? That are almost
no,
like...
what you're talking about.
They're very like glowy and like sparkly ink. And look like very fine crystal almost, as if the crystal's melting onto the paper. That's what it is. It's very fine ink. It is very beautiful. It's just a beautiful looking pen with beautiful looking ink.
Nice.
And last but not least, Callimar D100. 63. All right. As you bite into this, your teeth kind of clink on something as if you're biting into metal, and you're able to eat around it as you pull out a silver pocket watch with each face of time being a different moon phase rather than actually telling time.
Pretty neat.
And if I need to check something, I need to check something real quick. If I'm not mistaken, the hand on the clock is currently on half moon. Let's see, that... I might be wrong on that, but I believe it's either that or full moon. I can actually get this information a lot easier. One moment. Just need to find a part of my book. Where are you? There you are. Yes, I believe it is a... half moon. Yeah. So the handle of the clock is currently on half moon.
Oh. I'm assuming this is just, I don't know, either like it's just a regular watch that reads phases of the moon, or it's time is weird here, and so this is kind of like how you keep time here.
It's a safe assumption. Do you want to give me a history check?
Yes. Hmm.
10. I think I can give it to you. I think that's still good enough because it's not hard to forget. I should say. Okay, it was full moon. My bad. I got it. Full moon. You remember the very parade at the very introduction when you enter the Revelia, as well as your first meeting in the midway with Heckna. The mask that he was wearing, that Heckna was wearing, the lead jester, the one who controls the Revelia, his mask was a full moon. And the watch is indicating it is still a full moon.
Oh.
Very nice.
I can't tell if that's helpful or not.
Who knows?
Could all be.
So, what would happen if I let Mathew blow the Mathew whistle?
I'm down to try.
Matthew,
Can you give me the whistle?
Yeah.
I blow the whistle.
if you blow the whistle, it
I
says
blow the
Vivien.
whistle.
Oh,
See? Two can play at this game.
do
And
Kreg,
I just
do
like...
Kreg.
And then I pass it along.
Alright. Kreg, do you blow the whistle?
Sure, I'll blow the whistle.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, you blow the whistle. And if my memory is correct, the whistle says Fiammetta.
Oh, my turn.
Huh? Ooh.
You blow the whistle, Fiammetta?
It handed
And-
it, yes.
And I believe... Yes, your whistle, you blow the whistle, and it says Mathew again.
That's so neat.
Does anyone want to give me a Arcana check?
Well, I'll do Arcana.
Fiammetta's smarter than I am. No, she's not.
No, she's not.
That's an 18.
Vivien and Mathew are able to catch on. I think Callimar, you catch on, but maybe after a few more blows of the whistle, but Vivien and Mathew are able to catch on rather quickly. The whistle blows the name of the last person you spoke to. So as you're passing the whistle around, Mathew, if you take the whistle from Fiammetta, and you said something to Fiammetta before taking it, the whistle blows Fiammetta's name.
Interesting.
What if I talk to the entire group at once, like this? and then blow the whistle.
Let's see. I think as you blow the whistle, the evil part of me is like, it blows up.
Right.
My whistle.
It's only. Oh.
But I think as you blow into it, the whistle defaults to the nearest person, which would be Vivien.
Fair enough.
I won't blow up Vivien's whistle. I'm not that. Maybe by level 8. That's when I start blowing up whistles.
Ah.
Very fun. Okay, well, I'll pull out the piece of paper that I found off that body. So I guess this is our next lead, unless we had another quest I'm forgetting about.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to talk to someone about, like, learning the secret language of the Revelia?
Sean Smith was his name.
Yeah, Sean Smith. Ugh. Yeah, where were you supposed to find him?
I believe you were told he could be found in the security building.
Yeah. Once everyone's done here, I'd start looking at the map to find it.
All right. You pull up map view. You pull out map view, and hey, how's it going? Why haven't you been using me?
We're learning,
question.
Matthew.
Yeah, you could learn with me. Did you say question, Matthew?
Oh, no, I said next question.
Ah.
Good question. Next question.
Well, what do you need of me?
Take us to the security tent building.
All
Let's shake
right,
the
you guys want to see Sean? Let's go give him a visit. And he starts, like, you feel this tug in your hands, Matthew, as he's, like, trying to lead you.
Sick.
All right. As you guys head outside of Candy's Candy Emporium with your new trinkets in tow and back towards to find the security building, we will call our session there. It is nearing our stop time anyways, so we'll call it a little bit early and begin session 7 with the search for Sean Smith and how to learn gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Yep, that is the
Wonderful.
language of the Revelia. So we'll see if the party can stand to learn it in our next one.